To the food more bass than Boots Collins. You versus me, that's like Ali versus Foreman. God's act.
Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name is Tyler, and in today's video I have a brand new life story for you all today. But before I go ahead and get into the story, I just wanted to say that the gameplay you are watching in the background is some custom gun MW2 gameplay, so hopefully you guys do enjoy. And if you guys maybe want to see me do like a live cutcom type video with like a face cam and everything in this game, because there's a lot of other snipers that are in here besides the ones that I used, and it's just a really fun mod to play on MW2. So if you guys want to see like a live com with this gameplay, let me know down in the comments below. And one other thing I wanted to mention before I go ahead and start today's story is that I'm going to be live streaming as soon as this video is done, so if you guys want to go ahead and click on the first link in the description, come check out the live stream. I'll be chilling in there for the majority of the night, probably until around like 9-10 o'clock Eastern time. So if you guys want to come stop by, say what's up, I always interact with all the chat and everything, so if you guys want to just chill, come and check it out. It's going to be top link in the description. But anyways, on to the life story for today's video. So the story that I want to share with you guys is a really crazy story. It's a really cool story, and probably one of like the coolest things that's ever happened to me. And it's a story about the time that I actually ended up smoking with a hip-hop producer, just really like music producer in general, who goes by the name of Suicide Year. But if the name sounds familiar to you at all, that's probably because he produced a few of Young Lean's songs, some of his older songs. Probably the most popular one of Lean's songs, or any song that he's produced that I know of, is Hurt by Young Lean. So I'm gonna let you guys know how all of this ended up happening. And so in a few of my older stories, I've talked about how I used to have some college neighbors who were like seniors in college and in the upperclassmen of college. And I've talked about how they lived in the house right next door to me. I've had a few stories about them, how one of them gave me a fake ID, a bunch of just cool shit like that. And they were really great dudes. I used to hang out with them all the time when they lived next door to me. And so this one night, it was the middle of the winter, it was cold as shit outside, you know, so I ended up texting one of my neighbors. I was like, yo dude, do you mind if I end up coming over? I'll bring my bong, some weed, we can smoke. And I used to go over there a lot to smoke in the winter time because we could just smoke inside, like they didn't really care at all. So we would just chill in the living room, smoke inside, and like watch TV. So I end up going out my back door, going over to their house, and I get over there and I end up sitting down on the couch in the living room, you know, setting my glass down on the table, and I just start casually talking to my neighbors, you know, basically catching up, asking how their day was and everything. So we're just sitting here chilling on the couch in the living room, talking, you know, just catching up with each other. And my neighbor mentions to me like, yo dude, my friend's coming over tonight, and he's just gonna chill and watch some TV with us. And so I was just like, you know, dope, cool dude, that sounds cool, because I'm always down to meet new people. I love like meeting people and just making new friends with people and stuff. So we're chilling, smoking for like 15 minutes or so, and then all of a sudden this dude shows up, like this skinny little white dude. And so he comes inside the living room, ends up sitting down in the living room on the couch next to me, and we're just chilling talking. And this dude pulls out like a bag of weed, and he's sitting here, he's like, yo, do you mind if I pack a bowl in your bong? I'm like, go for it, like it's all you dude, I'll match on you if you want. So him and I end up packing like a bowl. I threw some keef on top of it if I remember right. We were just chilling there smoking. And you know, as we were smoking, we were just chilling, talking, being social and everything, because it was the first time that we'd ever met each other. So I was kind of asking him like, you know, what do you do, things like that. And he was explaining to me about how he does like a bunch of music, how he makes music and stuff, but he didn't mention his name, and I didn't really ask for his name or anything like that at the time. So he's sitting here showing us a bunch of these like remixes and stuff to songs that he's made, and he had a bunch of really cool like electronic redone versions or remixes of like hip-hop songs and stuff, and just like a bunch of really cool trippy sounding music, and I was really into it. And so he was over there for maybe an hour and a half, and at this point it's probably around midnight, and he ends up deciding to call it a night and head back over to his house or wherever he was staying. I'm not really sure. And right before he left, you know, I ended up asking him like, yo, what's your SoundCloud name or whatever, like what do you go by on SoundCloud so I can find you, because some of the music that you've showed me tonight that you made is like really dope, and I just want to check some of it out. And he told me his name was Suicide Year, and at the time when I first found out about this, like this was when I was first listening to Young Lean. This was kind of back when Ginseng Strip 2002 came out, for those of you who are Young Lean fan. And so he told me his name was Suicide Year, and I'm sitting here like, damn, that sounds so familiar, like what have I heard that from? And my neighbor's friend ends up leaving, and you know, he told me his name that he produced under, and I'm sitting here like in the back of my head like, why does this sound so familiar? And so I'm sitting here on the couch for maybe another 15 minutes, 10 minutes after he leaves, and then all of a sudden it hits me. I'm like, you know what, Suicide Year, I'm pretty sure Suicide Year produced a song for Young Lean. And so I pull out my phone and I start searching up like Young Lean Suicide Year, and the first song that comes up is Hurt, and I'm like, holy shit, because this is right at the time like after Hurt had probably came out maybe 2 months before, 3 months before, and I was just like, what the fuck, like that's actually so crazy. And I kind of wish at the time, like while he was there, that I ended up realizing like that's who he was, because I'm sure we could have talked about a bunch more cooler shit than what we did. We really just kind of talked about like basic shit when you first get to know somebody, but the whole experience was just really cool. Plus the fact that like at the time I was just really getting into Young Lean, and like I've never really smoked with anybody who produces music like that in a very professional level, I guess, but I just thought it was something that was super cool, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's story or today's video. If you guys did at any point, be sure to let me know by leaving a like on this video, and if you guys have any similar experiences or stories, let me know in the comments down below, because I'd love to hear those. I'd also love to see as many of you guys as possible in the live stream tonight. It always means so much when I see you guys all in there showing me support. You guys are always the best. You know I love each and every one of you. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I'm out. Peace.
We ain't shit, thought I told you like 100 times, yeah. We ain't shit, why you always acting like you mine, yeah. We ain't nothing, why you all up in my fucking space.